Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the ANU-AgriFutures virtual workshop. Before we get started, I'd like to first acknowledge the Ngunnawal people who are the traditional custodians of this land for which we're hosting this virtual workshop, and pay respect to the elders of the Ngunnawal Nation, both past and present, and we extend our this respect to all Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander peoples. This workshop's an exciting opportunity to help shape the AgriFutures report on space technologies for Australia's rural sector. And to tell you a little bit more about AgriFutures and what they hope to achieve with this report, I'm pleased to introduce Jennifer Medway. Jennifer is the Senior Manager responsible for research and innovation at AgriFutures. And I will just invite Jennifer up to the stage, if you just bear with me for one moment. Here we go. There she is.
Yep.
There you go.
Thank you very much for the introduction. So yes, my name is Jen Medway. I'm Senior Manager of Research and Innovation at AgriFutures Australia. Some of you may be wondering who AgriFutures are. The 15 rural research and development corporations, and I'm very pleased to have some of my colleagues join us from some of the other RDCs. So we have a slightly unique mandate within the RDCs in that we do look at kind of cross-sectoral issues, as well as sort of issues that are on the horizon. So things that we can't quite see yet, but we want to get a handle on for the sector. And this project basically falls really neatly into that horizon scanning type role that we do take on. I've also got my colleague Kirsty McKee here as well, so we'll both be participating in the workshop today. So thank you very much for having us, and particularly for everyone for taking the time in quite a busy world to kind of participate in this. And I'm sure you're all webinared to death, so thank you very much for your participation. So in terms of this project, space tech-based technologies are really important going forward for the ag, fish and forest. So some fantastic colleagues from Fish and Forest on the line as well. So this is around understanding what the opportunities are for the whole sector. And I guess it's in recognition of the fact that, space technologies have come a long way in the last few years, and particularly in some of the other sectors around, say, defence and on other sort of areas of the economy. And so really, I guess there was a moment to sort of take stock of that and understand what it actually does mean for our sector. And particularly what the opportunities look like, and then potentially even bringing governments and advocacy bodies and others to understand what some of the opportunities are and potential barriers as well to the use of space technologies. And I guess first and foremost, it really is a practical lens for farmers to understand what some of the technology opportunities are. And I mean that I'm a 5th generation farmer, so we have sheep here at Gunning, New South Wales. And, even what we're seeing, the difference between, back in the day, pastures from space and other things, now it's sensors and the ability to sort of control things electronically, GPS technology, it just is not ending. And I think there is a bit of a gap of understanding from farmers, and certainly this work is hopefully going to help shed a light on what that looks like and to put some real perspective for what the opportunities are going forward. So that was pretty much all I wanted to cover off. But again, thank you very much. And just really touch on the fact that this is about industry. This is not just a high level guide for everyone to understand. It really is going to be something for farmers and for people at the production end to interact with. So thank you very much. Who have done amazing work on this process so far, but really appreciate the work they've done in not only just setting up these workshops, but equally the work that we'll be doing afterwards. So I really appreciate that, and I'll pass back to Owen, but thank you very much.
For that